All rise, vous vous levez. International Criminal Court is now in session. L'audience de la Cour pénale internationale est ouverte.
Good afternoon to everybody. The hearing is opened. I would like you to tell me your name, your date of birth, and your profession, please, Mr. Abu Garda.
اسمي بحر إدريس أبو غردة.
My name is Bahar Idriss
رئيس الجبهة المتحدة للمقاومة.
Can you tell us when and where you were born, which is your profession?
تاريخ الميلاد 1/1/1963.
On the 1st of January
المهنة
1963.
قائد سياسي.
Thank you. I now ask the courtroom officer to read the counts contained in the summons to appear for you, Mr. Bahar Idriss Abu Garda.
Counts. War crime of violence to life in the form of murder, whether committed or attempted, within the meaning of Article 8, 2e, Roman 1, and Article 25, 3a of the statute. War crime of intentionally directing attacks against personal installations, materials, units, and vehicles involved in a peacekeeping mission within the meaning of Article 8, 2e, Roman 3 of the statute and Article 25, 3a of the statute. War crime of pillaging within the meaning of Article 8, 2e, Roman 5 of the statute and Article 25, 3a of the statute.
As you know, in the summons to appear, the Chamber imposed on you a number of conditions. Courtroom officer, would you please read such conditions?
Conditions. Pretrial Chamber 1 ordered Bahar Idriss Abu Garda without prejudice to further decisions of the Chamber. 1. To refrain from discussing issues related to the charges which form the basis of the present summons or to the evidence and information presented by the prosecutor and considered by the Chamber. 2. To refrain from making any political statements while within the premises of the court, including the location assigned to him. 3. Not to leave without specific permission of the Chamber and for the whole period of his stay in the Netherlands, the premises of the court, including the location assigned to him. 4. To comply in any case with all the instructions of the registrar for the purposes of his appearance before the court.
Thank you, courtroom officer. I'd like to add that during a hearing in closed session held on the 13th of May 2009, it was clarified that any statement made by you, Mr. Abu Garda, shall be mindful of the judicial nature of the first appearance and of the institutional location, and in particular that they shall be delivered in a manner which is respectful of the court and the host country. I hope this is clear.
Your Honour, it has been explained to the client and he's fully aware of the court orders and intends to comply fully with what Your Honour has so ordered.
Thank you very much. I would now turn again to the defense. According to Article 61 of the statute, the suspect has the right to participate in the confirmation of charges hearing, of course. But as I understand, Mr. Bahar Abu Garda is going to leave the Netherlands, I think tomorrow, or in any case in the following hours, and I would be grateful if the defense could elaborate on this position, on the position of Mr. Abu Garda in respect of this right, and in particular if he intends to be present or if he intends to waive the right to be present both in the hearing in the confirmation hearing, the hearing of confirmation of charges, and in the hearings that may be scheduled in between.
Your Honour, I'm much obliged for the invitation to shed some light on the defence position in this regard. As far as the interlocutory or pre-trial hearings, status conferences and the like that may be held prior to the confirmation, the instructions of my client are that he waives his right to attend in person and is content to be represented by counsel. So, Your Honours, that should clarify matters and make matters run that much more smoothly. As far as the defence position on confirmation is concerned, these are early days, and I'm not in a position at the moment, nor is it my advice, to waive my client's attendance at the confirmation. A lot will depend upon the disclosure that we look forward to receiving from my learned friends opposite. And once we review that evidence, we will be in a much better position to decide whether or not we wish to challenge the evidence, and if so, in what form, and whether or not indeed my client wishes to speak at that hearing. So, Your Honour, I'm not willing to waive his attendance at the confirmation hearing, but we are willing to waive it on status conferences preceding the October date set by Your Honour a moment ago.
Okay, thank you very much. So we come back to this issue a little bit further on in the disclosure procedure. I would now turn to the prosecutor to ask if he would like to make any observation at this time.
Your Honor, the prosecution has no observations to make at this time.
I declare this hearing closed. Thank you very much.
All rise, we will be there.
Hector Olazolo, and ask you, first of all, if you fully understand what I say through message. I understand also that your travel to the seat of the court here to The Hague was long and therefore able to answer the question I'm going to ask you. For you, Mr. Bahar Idriss Abu Garda. Please, courtroom officer.
Specific permission of the chamber and for the whole period of his stay in the Netherlands, the premises of the court, including the location assigned to him.
And speak. B, to have adequate time and facilities for the preparation of the defense and to communicate freely with your counsel. C,